Hey guys, today's video is going to be my June favorites. I haven't done a favorites video in quite a while, so I have quite a bit to share with you guys. Sorry about the echo. I have changed rooms yet again, and this room doesn't have carpet or anything, so I'm going to need to get a rug or add some stuff onto the walls or something to kind of combat that. I'm going to just jump right into my favorites and try and move through these pretty fast. A lot of these products you would have seen in my recent haul videos because a lot of it was new stuff that I have been trying. The first thing I want to share with you today is the Gloria Extraordinary Clay Shampoo and Conditioner. I mentioned this in my last haul about wanting to give it a try after the PR packages went out to all of the bigger YouTubers that had like the clay sphere that they had to hammer into, and then these products were inside. I was super intrigued by that, and this shampoo and conditioner has been the answer to my prayers. I have really oily roots and then dry ends from old bleach. I never found a shampoo and conditioner that I loved as much as these ones. I feel like my hair is nice and clean and my hair doesn't get so oily, but my ends aren't more stripped either. So if you have similar hair to me, then I would definitely give these a try. I have two skincare favorites, the first being the Sunday Riley Martian Mattifying Melting Water Gel Toner. Super long name. This is for oily and acne prone skin, which is what I have. I have been using this every morning and I feel like my skin has cleared up so much. I of course still have a bunch of acne scarring, which you can kind of see through my foundation, but I only have one active breakout right here in the most awkward, painful spot ever. But the rest of my skin has been pretty clear, and it has to be because of these two products that I have worked into my routine. So like I said, this is just a toner. I feel like my makeup applies really well on top of it and I don't get as super oily through the day. I do still get oily. It's not completely mattifying, but it doesn't make my skin feel really dry. So I've been really enjoying this. And the second product I've been using is the Dior Dreams Skin. This I looked up, this is obviously a little baby size. I looked it up on Sephora, it's $185 for the full size, so I definitely will not be getting that because that's just way too pricey for me. But I've gotten quite a lot of use out of this already and it still feels quite full. You only need a small amount, and I've been using this at night as my moisturizer and my skin has never felt better. It's definitely, I'm sure, worth the price, but I just can't justify it right now. It does make my skin look amazing. It looks plump and healthy and it doesn't feel greasy. Like I said, the combination of these two, since incorporating these into my skincare routine, my breakouts have been pretty much gone except for this one right here that's being really stubborn. Before I jump into makeup favorites, I want to share a nail polish. This is the Gel Effect Nail Lacquer. It says Aurora. I don't know if that's the brand, but it's in the number 4 Alarm Fire. And this is the color. I have this on my toes and it's just so beautiful. It's bright but not too bright. It's kind of like a pinky coral. It looks a little different than it does in the tube once it's on the nails, but I've had this on all month and I absolutely love it, and it doesn't chip at all. I only did one coat and it's fully opaque and hasn't chipped. So I really like this. I think I got this in my Ipsy bag one month. Okay, so jumping into makeup, the first thing is pretty obvious. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I'm sure everyone owns this and has talked about it in a favorites within the last year, but I just got mine not that long ago. Actually, it was in the spring VIB sale, but since then I've had a baby and have been, trying to settle into life as a mom of 2, and I haven't really been playing with that much makeup, so I just dug into this in the last month or so. And I absolutely love all of the shades. I thought I wouldn't get any use out of like these really vibrant colors over here, but I have. But these are just amazing eyeshadows. This is my first experience with Anastasia eyeshadows, but I've read or heard somewhere that she likes to play around with the formula all the time anyways. So I'd definitely be interested in trying some more eyeshadows from her, so I might get some singles or something. this palette is absolutely amazing. The other thing I have on my eyes that I was talking about is the Smashbox Casey Holmes Spotlight palette in the shade Pearl. I know that they were planning on keeping this beyond the collaboration, but I kind of wish that it said like and Casey Holmes on the packaging, not just the box, because she did help create the shades. So even after the collab is over, I kind of wish that it was still on the packaging. I get that they probably mass produced this and so they didn't want to have to redo the packaging afterwards, but I did get the Pearl palette because of the lighter shades. I obviously have a lighter skin tone. I combined these two shades, the two darker ones, and put that on my lid. And then I combined all three. I mixed them all together to apply my highlight today. I'm not sure how well you guys will be able to see that. Sorry if you can hear a kid giggling in the background. But I've really been liking this. I definitely agree with Casey when she says that it doesn't exaggerate texture too much. I have very textured skin and struggle finding a brighter highlight. No, this is not like in your face, like completely blinding highlight, but it's a little more than just a natural one. I find it to be a step up from my Laura Mercier Matte Radiance highlight, which I also love. For foundation today and pretty much every other time I've applied foundation this month, I'm wearing the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. This is in the shade 103, which I've said in the past is too dark for it to be the lightest warm toned shade. As I'm sure you have been able to tell, it is about a shade darker than what I need. I'm looking in my viewfinder and it looks like it's like 5 shades darker, but in real life it's not that bad. I was able to make it work last summer, but I have of course not been outside as much as I would have been last summer. It's been hard to kind of get out and do stuff outside, so I haven't gotten much of a tan. I mean, I've gotten a little bit, like it does match my arms pretty well, which again, I'm looking in the viewfinder and it doesn't really look like you can tell that much, but it's definitely lighter than my chest. I tried bringing it down my neck with some bronzer, but I just can't quite make it work, but I love the finish of this. So I might get the lightest shade and try and mix them and hope that it doesn't go too pinky toned, because 101 and 102 are definitely pink based foundation shades. And it just makes me look like a tomato because it doesn't match my skin undertone at all. But if you have oily skin, I would definitely recommend this. I use it with a pore filling primer and I don't really get that oily until many, many hours later, which is pretty good for me because I have super oily skin and struggle with my makeup kind of melting off my face by about midday, and I don't have that problem with this. So I really wish I could find a shade that works for me and then I'd wear it even more. To set that, I have been using this e.l.f. HD powder in translucent to bake and set my whole face this last month. It is super messy. It definitely needs to be stored completely upright. I kind of tossed it in my little bin of favorites sideways and it has blown up all over the place. Even though the cap is on, it kind of leaks through the little crack here. So I wouldn't say this is travel friendly at all, but it does set my face beautifully. I especially love it under the eyes, and I've used it a couple times to clean up my bronzer and contour. I didn't do that today, but it works really well for that also, and it is super affordable. So if you're looking for a nice translucent loose setting powder, I would definitely recommend trying this one. For mascara, I have been loving the L'Oreal Voluminous Féline mascara. It's the one in the green tube with the leopard print. This was new when I went to the drugstore a few months ago and I was super excited about it. But then shortly afterwards they released the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, which I really want to get my hands on because I love Too Faced better than Sex and I've heard that it's a dupe. But I kind of thought the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black was a dupe, so I'm not sure if those mascaras, the Voluminous Carbon Black and the Voluminous Lash Paradise, are really similar, or if they replace one with the other. I'm not sure. I'm definitely going to investigate and let you guys know if you are interested. but I will be picking that up at some point. I have so many mascaras to get through right now. It's ridiculous though. Anyways, this is really great for more everyday looks. I'm not sure if you'll be able to tell because it is quite natural, but I love that it is natural, but it almost gives your lashes a multi-dimensional look, kind of like false lashes do, where they have multiple layers. Like this separates your lashes not only like this way across your eye, but also like widthwise, if that makes any sense at all. It's really hard to explain, but it must be due to this wand. It is a rubber wand, which is not my favorite usually, but the bristles are stacked in a really strange way. The rows are staggered in such a way that it just coats every single lash and gives them like a more feathery look. I've been using this on an everyday basis when I didn't want anything too intense, and it's been working great. A lipstick favorite for this month has to be the Tarte Park Avenue Princess lipstick. This is a mini, and it's just a really sheer kind of pinky nude shade. That's what it looks like right there. I've really been loving wearing this. Please excuse the liner swatches. I was trying to find a liner that wasn't all dried out and gross earlier today. But that is the lipstick right there. It is the perfect everyday color. It has some shine to it. It doesn't last very long because it is quite slippery on the lips, but it's such an easy color to reapply throughout the day that I don't mind at all. And I love the packaging. I don't know, does the full size come in this packaging? It's kind of cardboard and feels like it would get squished, but it's really cute with the gold foiling. Last but certainly not least, do I even need to say anything about this bronzer? This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I have mine in the shade Bronzer, which is the darker of the two shades that I saw. I don't know if they have any more than that. It is the perfect neutral bronzer, and I agree with everyone else. It smells like vacation. It kind of smells like a pina colada, but if it had some pineapple in it. Yeah, that's definitely what I would describe it as. I am wearing it today. I contoured with it and used it to bronze up the rest of my face. I'm not really sure if you can tell. My face is looking super orange in the viewfinder. I have worn this bronzer literally every time I've done my makeup this month. It's a perfect undertone for me where I can contour with it as well, and it's not too ashy. I struggle with finding a contour shade that doesn't either make me look really muddy or it just looks way too gray on my skin tone. But this has been working wonderfully. So that was everything for my June favorites. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below what you were loving for the month of June, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!